Ah, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Bye-bye. Over we come. Hello. How's it going? Ah, quiet afternoon. I'm like weirdly out of breath. I tried to rush going for a walk, get some fresh air. Now I'm tired. I am unhealthy. I have a video uploading, which has taken nearly 3 hours, which is great. The stream doesn't appear to be suffering for it. It has 6 minutes left, so hopefully that finishes imminently. Ah! Oh, hello! Hi, Hope. How you doing? How are you? What have you been up to? It's just me at the moment. We're Spook's like enjoying a little bit of downtime in between him getting back from work and having to sit down and do this next. Excuse me. Is the soundboard not working? Is it? Hold that thought. Like, wait. Like, if it comes back online, wait a sec before you do anything. That's my Twitter and then my face. Hang on. Wait. Hold. 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 Okay. I think that's there now. I think that should do it. I should probably test that. Sound alerts. Dashboard.
It's been a while.
Okay. Seems to be working. Okay. There we go. I knew you were waiting for that one. It's a good one, isn't it? In fact, maybe I can just do this now. Why not? Well, we're letting Spook sit and have his time for a bit. I love that. The window, it says uploading 100% and then has just stopped. It's like, keep the tab open while it uploads. I'm like, uh-huh. And huh. Interesting.
Objection!
Hello, Cole. A brief pause where I have to be like, who was it? Whomst. Whomst. Whomst did that? Ah. Ah, there we go, look. Now it says upload complete, processing will begin shortly. Now I can close that. Thank God. That has literally taken all day. Slowly catching up on VOD. Some of them went live today because they're all scheduled. Ah. Ugh. Close that. And put that over there. Right, two things. Painful copyright claims. I don't rely on YouTube for income, so I don't care. I don't really run ads on the VOD channel. I think I run VODs on my main, but on this one I don't. I couldn't care less. It's because of all the music I play. Generally, it's like, see, art stream, blank, art stream, Pokemon, blank, art stream. It's because of the music. I don't run ads on this. I don't rely on it for income, so it's fine. My other channel is the one that I would like to do okay. And we are. I mean, don't look at all this. This is from like, oh God, too long ago. Last video was amazing, by the way. Well, thank you. It's the first time I've done a video like that, and I put like a decent amount of effort into it, and I'm really happy that everybody who has watched it has said that they like it. Right, two things, since we're filling the time here. Because let's be honest, that's what we're doing. I was going to run this. No, there's no point because my webcam is in use. I've been sent this, which is another face capture software, with the caveat that apparently it can attempt to capture hand motions. Ah! Thank you, Buzz. I'm guessing you're at work. And I tried it, and it can sometimes capture hands, but I feel like the face tracking itself isn't as nice as VC Face. The Dragon of Blue Sky. Played a lot of Yakuza, sorry. I've never played a Yakuza game. The Dragon of Blue Sky, that's just this. That's just this. Anyway. If I... Too many thoughts vibrating in my brain. Blue Sky Dragon real. Hey, a blue sky wolf is just a furry thing that has wings, so what is the real difference between that and a dragon? Maybe a sky wolf has been a dragon the whole time. Blue sky dragon, that's a Pokemon. Let's put some music on. Maybe we can try this. Hang on. Behold, everything's gonna break, so just be warned. I may regret doing this. Close that. Open this. Oh god, hi. Hide webcam. Try for free. Load VRM. Number 3. Oh wow, that's really zoomed in. Yeah, that's why. For some reason it sticks the tongue out. For some reason it sticks the tongue out, and I don't know why. But it can do this, sort of. It does struggle. It's not the greatest, but it tries. It tries its best. Yeah, you can see beans! For free! But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know any of the settings. So like, it can track the hand. But it doesn't track the face as well. It doesn't track the face as well. But it is cool to see the model move its hands. I do like it. Because not everybody can afford a Leap Motion, because they're like $300. Like, that's pretty... Like, the hand tracking is pretty good. Oh, it can do that. Okay. That thumb's quite fun. Yeah, it kind of doesn't like me moving my hands around too much. It kind of wants me to just hold them up or not have them. If I try to like lower them, which I guess is to do with the frame of the camera, I don't have a huge range of movement. Because the moment I go too far, it loses them. There's a way to make it more accurate. I mean, the way to get it more accurate is to buy an actual hand tracker, because that is a piece of technology that exists, but that's way too expensive. But that's pretty cool for a webcam. Like, just webcam tracking alone, that's pretty cool. Yeah, for some reason, when I look down, it tries to stick my tongue out. Yeah. As I said, I feel like the face tracking bit itself is not as good as VC Face. Does the job it's meant to? It does. Yes, it does. It does do what it's meant to do. It does technically track your face and your hands, which is what it is supposed to do. And as you can tell from this big window of text currently covering me. This is the free version because I was like, am I going to pay for something that I've not even tested? And yeah, I probably won't use this because I did think that the nicer face tracking on VC Face is better. But it's novel. It's novel. Hi. Sorry, things are like in test. Ah. Yeah, that's still running, but doesn't use this. It's very. Hi, Dan. I love you. How you doing? I'm playing around with this other tracker. I don't think I'm going to be using it as my new one, but like, it can track hands. It doesn't track my face very well. And it doesn't work with the throwables, as you can see, because the throwables are not registering this movement. Oh, it has idle animations. That's pretty funny. This is what I actually do in real life. Have this way. Me. Fun to play around with, but not as good in practice. I like the tongue. But it's the same model. It's the same model. It's a different tracker. It's a different tracker, but it's the same model. My other model has the tongue, but because I don't have that kind of tracking, I can't like stick it out myself. There is a like preset that I've made where I can stick the tongue out on the other model, but I just don't use it very often. But this one, it's like for some reason it's like when I lower my head, it thinks I'm sticking a tongue out when I'm not. Both models, it's the same model, so they both have a tongue. But yeah, it's novel. It's novel. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna close that. Hopefully, this will reconnect and reset. There we go. Yeah. So the actual, like, face tracking part of VC Face, I think, is better. And then I have
Hello there.
Hello there. General Kenobi. Yeah. It's a keybind that I never use. The keybind I never use. So that was fun. D-pad finally got some emotes. Yeah, KLX has been doing, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. I believe he's bought a proper, like, website domain as well for things. The Christmas holiday is over. It's coming to an end. Right, yeah, we're just... I've got people arriving. We're waiting on Spook. Just sorting himself out after having come in for work. D-pad shake. What was the other thing I was gonna do? I opened DaVinci, so that should have been a hint in and of itself. I was gonna turn this into a bit. 1920 by 1080. Off topic, but what benefit is there to going paid versus free in FF? You can join the free company, and eventually you will hit a level cap, but that level cap is 70 now? So the amount of free content that you have is a little ridiculous at the start. You can go free for a long time. You get you get the base game, 2 expansions, so you get 3 games, essentially. You get the base game story to play through, Heavensward to play through, and Stormblood to play through. It is actually, like, ridiculously good value how much you can do without paying. Quite frankly. Very quiet. Clip that one was well timed. Fish! There's a fish in chat. I'm almost 20 and was wondering. Yeah, it's wild. To my knowledge, the only real limit is, like, not being able to join a free company. There might be others, I don't remember. Yeah. How is everyone today? How are y'all doing? How's your week going so far? Can't go over max level of Stormblood, yeah, which is 70. But you can level every class to 70, which is also crazy. Didn't someone calculate that, like, when there was like a thing when they said that Stormblood was going to be included in the free trial, someone was like, that's over 8,000 hours of content that you can do for free. Low on spoons. I had many meetings and my car has been repaid and paid to go. Oof. Oof, that's a lot, buddy. That's a lot. Dang. Need to have some you time and chill out. Clip that one. That one was well timed.
We seem to.
No. It's not especially funny. It's more just a getting content out there. Thanks, Hope. Turn that up. God fucking damn it. Do you know, Lahi? I think I'm literally going to caption this if you know, you know. Oh, thanks for gifting a sub to the Blue Sky Dragon. It could be me. You don't know. Could be me. You don't know. How do you time this to a hype train? Well, a hype train is just bits and subs. So when you guys are doing multiple bits and sound redeems, it just triggers a hype train. Admittedly, that is weird that has happened twice. That is weird that has happened twice. Where I made a graphic. Hang on. Oh, I put it right here. Thanks, me. You're welcome, me. Gonna loot that motherfucker. Playing a flute while I loot that dead guy's body. Bitch. Also, for those who don't know, there is like a time thing with regards to hype trains, and not in that there's a timer, but that in there's a delay. So because I've seen this on other Twitch streamers where they sort of let people know, like, if you're waiting until like the last 10 seconds, don't, because the delay of the processing means it doesn't count or whatever. So for people who don't know, I think that's just sort of it. Just a quick, simple one to just upload into the void. Lahi. Okay, you can stop playing now. G-Notes. It's been a while. Video files, TikTok/YouTube Shorts, technically both. Save. Render. There you go, nice and quick. This was me just going through Twitch clips. Because you guys clipped it. There you go, done. I mean, I'll save the project, but I kind of don't need to. Wow. Right, in theory, Spook might join us shortly. Or is it classes? I guess it's technically classes. Oh, I put the other one in here, so I guess it's a Twitch clip. Ah! Gino, move to there. Trophy. I only got 8 views on that one. I think I unloaded it at a bad time, though. There we go. Add to shorts. Done. I mean, it's not made for kids. It doesn't have an age restriction, though. More. Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Is that apple juice? Well, obviously, I was. Have you mixed it with apple juice? Is what I meant. You don't publish to subscribers, apparently. It is in gaming. Furry VTuber. MCR. Twitch. Nope, spelled that wrong. Twitch. Clip. That'll do. Next. Make it private for now. And we'll schedule it. We'll make it private for now and we'll schedule it for a better time later. It's already uploaded because it's about 6 seconds long. Right, that'll go live at some point. Ooh, this is where Spook's sheet will come in handy. Hang on. Monet time zones. So, when's midday? At about... What's that? 7 o'clock our time? Okay. Schedule today... schedule today for... 7 o'clock our time.
Okay, look.
Yeah. There you go.
Is that my time zones
Yes.
that you said I shouldn't do?
When did I ever say you shouldn't do it?
You.
No, you're fabricating lies.
I'm not fabricating.
Telling lies. You're lying.
You insinuated
I did no
by
such
your
thing.
tone when I said I have made a list of time zones, and you were like, "When am I going to use this?" In
I
your...
didn't
That
say
was your
that at all.
condescending way
I
of
didn't
saying
say
you're
that at
wasting
all.
your
I
time
didn't say
and
that
you're
at all.
just having
He's
fun
making
with
up
using
shit.
Excel. 'Cause I like using Excel.
Talking shit like he always does. So what actually happened was you walked in having just woken up and you went, I've made a list of all the time
Exactly.
zones.
I was doing this while you were
Yeah,
asleep.
and I went, why? Because which I think is a genuine question of why. Because you can Google time zones.
You're just ungrateful.
No, you just like to try and paint me in a bad light because you're a bad person.
Wow.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
She said it.
Yeah. Gaslighting.
Das would have played the F note there, but you didn't put one in. Gaslighting. Gas is too expensive nowadays.
You've already made that joke as well. Now you also
It's so funny
you're
though!
also repeating jokes.
There's a Beedra in the chat. Oh, I want a Beedra.
Well then maybe you should watch the stream.
See, Core believes me. I am watching the stream. It's on my computer while I'm in here. I want a Beedrill. Why am I not allowed?
No Beedrill for
Give
you.
me the Beedrill.
Why does Baldur's Gate have another update? I guess bug fixes probably.
Jiggle physics.
No, it's already got that.
No, I heard there was an update to Jiggle physics. But not the kind that Blue hates because she's a feminist. Because it had a picture of a Starion. So...
Oh, Astarion's geophysics.
Oh, all of a sudden you're okay with him now.
I don't care.
You're a freaking feminist.
Can you turn that off because it's going to be feedback?
I can't. Where's the sound? It doesn't actually have a mute on the phone app. You just have to turn the thing down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't care.
So I've been thinking, what are we playing for the second game after dinner? What is our alternate game? Because I like showing you old games, but I also like long games because long games are fun.
Well, I have no answer for that. I hadn't thought of a second game. I thought we were just playing Phoenix Wright.
What we said last time, it was like the idea was we might do like one game and then another game afterwards to kind of split it up.
So, if you want to show me old games, what are we playing?
Well, my thought was, especially if we could get girls in the chat, play through an old Final Fantasy. Seeing as how
Oh,
everyone's on the Final
because they're
Fantasy hype.
short.
No, another long game, but start a long series. That was a thought.
Okay. I mean, you probably won't reliably be able to get Kels to join us all the time
No.
because Kels literally stepped down from doing stuff on a Tuesday.
No, it's not all all the time, but they're fun games.
They are
and
fun
they have
games.
good stories.
They do.
And I'm interested to see how much carries over into the modern, considering that the Dark Knight and the Paladin are in Final Fantasy XIV. I believe that, I don't know if they were necessarily invented in this one, but they were certainly highlighted.
Well,
Spotlighted.
the center of the story really
Yes.
aren't. Because I remember I picked up the Dark Knight quest, and you were like, "This is just Final Fantasy IV." And you were like, "This is just Final Fantasy IV."
It was a good game.
Yes.
Other than that, we have got other PlayStation games or GameCube games. We have GameCube emulator.
True.
So we could do something for one of those. Yeah.
Cool.
So-
We haven't tested any of that though, so.
No, we haven't tested.
So, I mean, if we were in theory to do a Final Fantasy, would we just like skip out the awkwardness and do the remasters that you've been given? Because you got everything.
No, Ring gave me all of them.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't have 7, which is very funny to me, if I'm quite honest, and then 8. It's very funny to me that you actually don't have 7, considering that 7 is like the oh my god, 7's so good. It got Cloud Strife with its weeb sword.
Played it.
I've never played it either.
Or Final Fantasy V, also good, but I'd say slightly less than 4 and 6. But still good. I still liked it. I
Okay.
played it a lot. But that was my thought.
Okay. Well, we can
Put it to chat.
I guess
what
I
do
guess
they
yeah,
want to see?
I guess that's like a simple one, I suppose. Of make a poll. Shall we play Final Fantasy IV?
While you're doing dinner, I can check the emulators. Thinking as well we could do like Joe or something, because I know you want to show me something. Same
Yes, they will.
art style does carry.
Mhm.
It's very yes, no, and potato.
So, yeah. No one got the Vedra.
Anyway, for now, we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Blue was under the impression that
There we go.
you just fucking cut me off.
You asked me to move the mic, which is not a quiet thing. So yeah.
As I was saying,
Uh-huh.
you were under the impression that this is a short game and that these cases are somewhat short.
Short-ish.
They're kind of not.
Oh.
They can go on for. Oh, well, I exist. I exist. I am
Are
here.
you just on one today?
Yeah. Well, I've got fun stories to tell because I've done stuff over the past couple of days. I have fun.
Have you?
Yeah.
Because you didn't really tell me at all about
I've been
any.
saving them.
Yeah.
I've been saving them up.
Spook went out on Saturday and proceeded to tell me nothing about it.
Yeah, I've been saving them up for stream
And I
time.
walked into his room yesterday and I was like, I'm kind of sad, I miss you. We haven't spoken because you were out all day and then you came home and we just immediately started playing Minecraft with everyone and we didn't get to talk. And then we just proceeded to not talk.
Yeah, I've got stuff to talk about, so I'm excited.
Okay.
But this depends on how quickly you can get through it. I'm not gonna walk you through all the answers unless you do get stuck.
Okay.
Because I have played this, and while I don't know specifically what piece of evidence to submit at what times and what bits you should and shouldn't press to do the game quickly,
Mm-hmm.
I do know the rough idea. Like I know how all of the murders actually happened. So. Yeah, Ace Attorney can take. Yeah, Core's right. It can. It depends on how quickly you pick up on the clues. But even still, going through the dialogues and
Yeah.
just walking around,
Yeah.
it does take time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a visual novel game. So, at the end of the day, it's a lot of reading. And if you read slowly, then that means it will take a while. And when if you're reading something out like we are, it takes a little bit longer than when you just read it to yourself because most people can read on their own quite quickly.
Plus, you got to remember that it's not just when we go into the trial, that's it, we do the trial and then there's a verdict.
Mm.
The trial happens over several days. So you leave the trial bit having reached some conclusion that more evidence is needed and you go and investigate. So you have to go revisit the crime scene and stuff. And then you go back to court and then out and then back. And that can happen 3 times.
Oh.
So, yeah. And it's, on the later ones, obviously, it's meant to go 3 days because it's ramping up the tension. I don't know if we go 3 days on this one, but I know that we do exit at some point and go back and look at the scene and readdress some stuff. So
The badge is always the quick answer to any evidence question.
you can present your badge a lot, and people do judge you for it because they're like, your badge is shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's there on his lapel. It's
Yeah.
that teeny tiny little copper thing.
Oh yeah, isn't that just the attorney? They
Yeah.
literally say that that's the badge of an attorney.
Yeah, it's the badge of an attorney.
That's a bit
But
mean.
he shows it to everyone, and they're just like, not very impressive, pal. Especially like Dick Gumshoe. He's like, my badge is the not NYPD. It's a police badge. It's like a warrant.
I see. Okay.
All right, let's carry on then. Where did we actually get to last time? Where did we finish up?
So we'd met.
Grossberg.
Yes, we met Grossberg and asked him to help, and he wouldn't.
But you said no. Wow, that was a busted reference.
What did I just type in the video description of the short I just uploaded? 2006 called They Want Their Music Back. Nearly 20 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Entering the years of cringe.
Yep.
We were born at the best time because all of our cringe years are mostly undocumented. We got away with it. You
No,
know,
we didn't.
For the most part, compared to kids nowadays, for the most part, we got away with it. We got off light. It's only our parents where it's like, it's just stories that they can exaggerate. It's only us where people can pull up evidence of like, here's a photograph of you when you were 6. Look at you, and you're like, shit. I'm glad there's only one of those photos from that time period. They didn't have any of that. It was like, no one took photos then.
Are you kidding? Both your mother and my mother took so many baby photos.
I have baby films.
Exactly.
So there's more evidence of me. It's easy for babies though, because you can be like, I was a baby, but it's when you're a kid.
Yeah, it's when
and
you're like
you're
5.
compass mentis about stuff and you did something cringe.
Yeah.
Then it's recording, you're like, oh no, delete, remove from history.
No, that's some really cringe ones of me. From when I was like 10.
Imagine that you were born now when everything can be recorded through TikTok and stuff. And you
Oh,
have no
God.
you have no safety switch because you just do it all the time. In 20 years' time, they're going to look back and be like, oh my God, someone should have shot me. I should have been put down.
I do feel bad for kids that go viral for like doing stupid stuff. And just like, in like 2 or 3 years when they're a little bit older, they're going to look back and just be like, I want to die.
Yeah. I am forever remembered as the kid who did X
Yeah.
or Y. Yep.
I want to die.
Anyway,
We've literally been on this screen for like 10 minutes.
hiya.
Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, I know I did him as Max Payne, didn't I? Oh, we might have to tangent there. I might have to show you the intro to Max Payne so you understand what I'm doing.
Wasn't it Dick Gumshoe because he's the detective?
No. I noticed when Phoenix walked into the room and he was investigating stuff, he picked stuff up and he was talking about it in what I can imagine as like a very noir style thing, because he would literally just describe it like, a hairbrush sat on the desk alone, devoid of all contact. Just so noir style of like, why are you're talking to yourself? What are you doing? But that's exactly how Max Payne talked in that game, because that game
it's noir.
is
Noir,
very
yeah.
noir, but it made the world seem like a conspiracy against you. Even something as simple as like, it's raining, it's like, it's a conspiracy against you that it's raining. That's how he spoke it. It was fantastic. I love Max Payne 1.
Amazing.
Yeah. I was really disappointed I didn't get to show you that one when we tried it before.
Yeah,
but
we tried
it's
that.
old.
We can't get it to run on this computer.
I'll show you
Even though it's on Steam, it's
it's
not
on
even. It's
Steam.
not even like we were trying to emulate it. It was on Steam, but it just wouldn't run.
Yeah, it's just not been optimized for it. But I'll have to show you the video of just the introduction at least, so you can see like how it introduces the game. It's so good. Anyway, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy.
Nailed it.
He's an asshole. He didn't seem. He was kind of large.
It was quite round.
He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones, and plenty of them.
What really happened? Oh, she can
Aw.
tell. You don't mean he refused to help?
A burp in the middle of her face. That'll lighten the mood.
I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
Come on, Phoenix, be a man. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Nah, bye.
Bye!
Bye! Have a beautiful day!
Bye!
I've made up my mind! Just object in her face. Take that! I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Huh?
And I'm shit.
Why?
Why? Well... I don't know if there is a wrong answer.
I feel like there is a
What
really
would
wrong
you say?
answer.
What would you say?
I mean, I don't want to leave her.
No one is as sad as a person without any friends. That's a noir statement. No one was as lonely in a crowded room as a person without friends. I know.
Phoenix, that's rude!
I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why'd you say that? I know I've been there a long time ago. No friends. Your backstory is about how 2 people stood up for you.
Yeah.
What? Give me the edge!
I can see the murder weapon was up, dog. No? Okay.
No.
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 Apparently not.
I'm not that gullible. I'm not that old. Next. There he is, baby Phoenix,
Way!
rising from the ashes.
Hey.
Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me like a calculator.
That's so kind of you.
Aw, Sag. Well, time to go. I'm going to Subway. Let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? just checking. Just making sure.
Bitch, only dogs can hit. Phoenix!
Yes.
We got one person who wants us to play FF, which counts.
£100, it's core. £100, it's core. Unless you voted.
I didn't vote.
Okay. I'm saying it's.
I mean,
core
I
voted.
can't invest. Polls are anonymous.
I would bet that it's core. I'll bet. Joke's on y'all. I voted.
It
Core,
was-
you've let me down.
It was hope.
You're banned from the server.
Alright, so Spook's going to be donating £100 in the form of gift subs for the channel.
Fuck! Like I have that money.
Yeah.
A Tangela! I love Tangela!
He loves a tangly boy! Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? I don't have Mia to guide me through this, and I really needed her help in understanding who a defendant is in a trial, so this is bad. There's something that's been bugging me. I can't quite put my finger on it. Or in between them. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? I mean, that sounds kind of bad without the picture.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
You could have just said, you know, it's a screwdriver. You can see it's a screwdriver. It looks like a screwdriver.
Yeah.
It was when I tried to look in that drawer that she got all defensive, like a lawyer. There has to be something in there. I can see it in there!
It's a
What do you mean there has to be?
screwdriver.
I can see it!
Phoenix is dumb, yeah.
Right.
Protagonist syndrome.
I'll make connections that the player absolutely needs to receive as information, but other than that, thick. Where are we going then? Who do we want to talk to? We've got the crime scene, we've got Grossberg's office, and we've got the witness.
Well, that very obvious sort of like transition there was like, there's still a thing here that we haven't investigated.
Ah, good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. It's Alistair.
Oh, God.
Oh, right. Well, that's one hell of a tie you got. What is...
Yeah. That's a cravat.
I beg your pardon?
Cravat.
Alright. Why has it got a button on it?
It's just part of the style. It's a cravat. It's what Fred would wear as well.
Fred who?
From Scooby-Doo would wear a cravat as opposed to like a tie. It would be more of a cravat.
What was it? don't remember his tie. Anyway.
Woo.
Apparently I have 18,350 in the Pokemon game. Man, if I could swap over some video game money into my own bank account. Payday 2, we need to reinstall you, boy.
Oh boy.
Get you back up, man.
He's fancy.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Does that mean she's here? Do you know where Miss May might be right now? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Why did you let me in here? Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Yeah!
Time to embarrass myself. Oh, I almost forgot. Guy, you came back quick. You materialised like an Igor. What FF were you planning to play? 4?
It was 4 was what we were voting on. Do people want to see us play FF4?
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Catch you in a bit, Hope.
Bye, Hope. Thanks for coming.
Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? Feels like I read it somewhere.
Hold it!
White.
Except it's written in red.
Meringue. I'll say yes to FF4. I was away. Oh, see. It's a game about Das.
What?
That was his name, my sister told me. Red, white, and blue because subtle. Yes, he's
Yes.
French.
Red, white, and blue. Mm-hmm.
Or British.
Or
Australian. Red, white, and blue flags. Specifically red, white, and blue. Russian, actually. Russia is red, white, and blue, just in a different format. Or Norwegian.
Norwegia.
Anyway, White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. That could... Okay. All right.
Phrasing.
Could it be a coinky-dink?
What a coinky-dink. Well, obviously it's right there.
Take a look. 4 was Terror, right? No, 4 was Cecil, the Dark Knight.
And Terra is from 6.
Yeah,
We have played 6. It was fantastic. I loved it.
It's very good. I'm glad we chose that one first.
It was very good. It's a shame because I feel like we've chosen one of the better ones first, because I know that 6 is quite a fan favourite within the FF community, so I feel like we've chosen one of the better ones to start with.
Yeah,
6 was really good.
I think you just got to remember though that 4 is just older, so it doesn't have quite the budget for like the kind of cutscene elements that 6 did.
Yeah.
So, but it's still good, and it still takes you all over the place, and it still throws some wild cards at you where you're like, what the fuck's going on?
It's still Final Fantasy. It's what the franchise is known for.
Anyway, there's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. No shit. Why was it not lying down?
Yeah, why
you
was
could
it
have just had the drawer open, and that would have been enough of a clue.
Yeah, it's like it didn't. Yeah.
Now's my chance to see what's inside. Panties! What do we have here? A wiretap? I like how you know what it is just by looking at it.
Yeah.
A wiretap.
Hello,
Oh,
welcome on in.
BG,
I think.
if that's how it's pronounced.
Don't know.
Unless Twitch is lying to us. Could be.
Could be.
Twitch lies. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this?
We found the wiretap.
That could be important. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May.
If that is your real name.
I'm wondering what like April May is meant to be a pun of, because they're all somewhat puns in terms, but hers is just like calendar thing, but I'm not sure if like it's meant to be like dismay. Don't know. Might be a stretch, but anyway.
Might be a bit of a stretch.
Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? Because she was using it recently, obviously. There's a story behind all this, I know it, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Alright. I'll be using... Yeah, this was something that I think I saw from like... I think it was the Legal Eagle. He did a little coverage on Phoenix Wright.
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
fun.
and he's like, this would be 100% illegal to do. To just go to court and then be like, I am submitting this as evidence. It would not count.
No.
Even if it was counted as like having the victim's blood on it or something, it's like, this was submitted illegally, so it's illegal evidence. It's just not how the law works in America. So I was like, that's so. When you see all these dramas with like, I found this, it's like bollocks. Where did you find it? You could say you found it anywhere. That don't
It
count.
has to be officially
It
submitted.
has to be officially submitted evidence.
All of his investigations are illegal.
Yeah, basically.
It's a video game.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a different jurisdiction.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's probably one of those ones where during the creation of the game they were like, well, if we're 100% accurate to how it's done in real life, it's boring.
It's boring.
It's
yeah.
boring.
Because legal proceedings, for the most, unless you're into that kind of stuff, they're boring on a general level. If you really like law stuff, then it's fun to watch. Anyway, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. She's Theresa May because it was Theresa June. She wouldn't be in the game. Theresa May. Yeah.
I'm aware. I still don't know what course getting at.
That's why she's called May and not June.
You say so.
Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom.
I mean,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean, me. Oh, bellboy, still there. As she steps out of the facility, so she just had a banging shit.
No.
I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May, and I flutter away into the night, holding my wiretap above my head, going, I stole your wiretap that I totally can prove is yours.
Yep.
You know, because that's how evidence works again. Was this submitted by a police officer? Nope, I stole it from her room.
Totally legal.
Totally legal. Totally legal. You could just go to the shop and get any fucking wiretap and be like, you were using this because I found it in your room. And
But we're in the district court.
back to court. Oh, it's time!
Look at it!
It's your boy!
Yay!
Right. Old meme, but she got kicked out of government in June.
Oh, right.
I see. So, court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. It's gotta be your... Well, otherwise it's me talking to myself
Yeah,
for
so
an hour.
it's gonna be, So I get to be Edgeworth.
You are Edgeworth. Are you gonna do it like Snape?
Proper punt.
I thought you were gonna do it like Snape. Love you so.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. No, I can't do that all night. I can't do that all night. I actually have to, block my nose. I have to, block my nose to do that. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Gotta love Edgeworth.
He's great.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. And look at my eyebrow, it's kinked twice. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness.
God, he's so goddamn cool!
He is!
That's just Phoenix's internal monologue.
Yeah. I envy this man and his wonderful ruffles. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Look at his ruffles.
So good, isn't it? Such character design. They even went for a kind of claret red. Not bright red, it's like posh red.
Yeah, fancy to contrast against Phoenix's blue. Yeah, she said they didn't just go for, Phoenix is blue, so we're going to make him red. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You may be seated. Let's begin then. On your marks.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, he looks out of place. Big hulking man.
He's so big, isn't he?
He's a big boy.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir! My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. See? I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. I'll jot it down on this piece of paper with this pen I stole from Argus. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Nobody steal my pen! The body was found by the window here, see? And the cause of death? Oh, sorry, it was you. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir.
I can't draw the statue, so I'll just put it as a triangle. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. I'm not a pig, I swear. It's just the facts. The court accepts the statue as evidence. You're still calling it a statue?
Even though we already deduced it was a clock.
We did. And the judge should know it, but he might do several trials a day. But Edgeworth wasn't there, and neither was Dick Gumshoe. So we know it's not just a statue, but they don't. See? We have an ace up our sleeve. It's a ticking time bomb, bitches! Growlett's got it! Added the floor plans.
Floor plan has been added.
So we have some evidence.
Now, detective,
Oh,
look
look
at
at
this
that scowl.
fucking stance.
Yes, sir?
You immediately arrested Miss Mayfair, who was found at the scene, correct?
It really looks like he would fit seamlessly into a Yu-Gi-Oh episode.
It's the fringe, isn't it?
Yep.
It's the fringe.
I play Summon Skull in attack mode. Summon Skull! White Lightning! Just fits, doesn't it? It's that pose.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play this down here.
Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I have hard evidence she did it, sir. A signed confession that I beat out of her.
Shut Can't. ACAB.
Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. There we go. It's time for Spook to talk to himself. His arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. I didn't bother with a car. I just got on foot. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Mayfair, and the lawyer dude guy thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mayfair. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mayfair at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? That's it. That is what happened. I was there. I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh.
Foley artist.
Hey, Mayor just threw something at me.
Yep, something you're very much allowed to do in a courtroom.
Yep. Oh, look, it's more evidence. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. Oh, sorry, I should read that you. She will bluff and impress the witness on every detail. That's his inner girl voice.
No.
The witness always slips up and says something wrong. That's how he reads it. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Being a medium that lived in the mountains and never went to court in her life. Of course.
Of course.
It makes perfect sense.
Of course.
Let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. Nobody saw that piece of paper that flew through this room.
I
Nobody.
know, right? Nope.
I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So I won't read it again, but this is down to you now. This is your first case that you've not done. So let's go through them because you can click forwards and back. Where do you see like a discrepancy with what we've got?
Okay.
Or we can do.
We can do the Q to press for more.
So
as well.
what evidence do we have? What do we know? So the badge doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
we've got the autopsy report. Which
time of
was
death.
Time of death at 9 p.m.
Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Okay.
Conversation between Chief and Maya.
And you can press enter on that to hear what that conversation is if you do need to hear it. It's the one that we heard in the cutscene.
Broken light. Passed from a broken light. The murder weapon. We've got the wiretap, Maya written in blood, and the murder, the floor plan.
Yeah. So that's everything that we've got. So,
Yeah.
based on what he's just said, what is our first contradiction?
The thing is that we have a contradiction in the evidence right here, which is that the autopsy says that death was instantaneous. If it was instantaneous, how did she write a note in blood? So we already have a contradiction there, but obviously we can't call that out here.
Has he never been in court before? Like, I get it's walking the player through stuff, but the law, Harry is so dumb.
I know, right?
He's like beyond dumb.
He's
It's not.
so
They could have done it as
stupid.
just him having like a monologue in his head of like, okay, at this point I need to do this, but he walks in, he's just like, I gotta do what now? It's a good thing you're here to hold my hand.
What do I do? No, seriously, what do I do?
court is a weird mix of American, Japanese, and English courts. Yeah, it's definitely just put together for drama, essentially. Whatever makes the most dramatic
Well,
sense.
yeah, it's to make a fun game. It's like if you go too realistic, it's not fun anymore.
Because it's Phoenix Wright and because it's Phoenix
Phoenix
Wright.
Correct.
So
As
we've
soon
got to
as-
look. We've
yeah.
got to look for holes in what he said, not just holes in the evidence. So
Yeah.
as soon as the phone call, we're going to rush to the scene.
So we can press for more, but I don't feel like that does anything for us immediately. 2 people up there already. We know that we were there.
Yeah. Defendant. is my phone.
Fenton's right.
So it's what have got to be the contradictions in order for our client to be innocent. It's probably the easiest way. Isn't it? So I immediately arrested. We know that.
Yeah,
we saw that.
We saw that happen. We
Why?
had a witness account describing her.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like we could press a little bit more than that.
Hold it! Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had heard evidence she did
Hard
it.
evidence.
Oh, you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Yeah, he did say it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
Yeah. Hard evidence is like physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undeniable evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal.
Today we've learned that Gumshoe is colourblind.
Well, I guess she is pink.
Okay.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Foiled again. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
I just love that they literally went round the room of, I didn't say that, did I? You did.
Yeah, you did say that.
What fucking Monty Python skit is this?
Hard evidence. So I broke into the room and I body tackled her to the floor. She was holding a gun. I forgot about that bit. Very important.
Gumshoe is a lovely character, but also dumb. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they're both very stupid, and I love them.
But it's funny because Gumshoe's like comically dumb.
Yeah.
He's smart in the bits that he needs to be smart in, but he's like just dumb enough that you can get away with stuff, like you can work around him.
Yeah.
You know, trick him with a few things, but he still notices things. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my eyes.
Even the prosecutor's like, yep, you said it.
I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Anna. And then I realized it was upside down, so I flipped it over and it said Maya. It was written clearly in blood, Your Honor. I'm not an idiot, I swear. You're right, Blue. That one took you a second to register. You were just like...
Yeah! What the fuck?
It does if you flip it upside down. Anna. Click.
Like,
Lab test.
sorry.
I can't see what I'm saying.
Sorry.
I've blinded myself.
Sorry.
Lab tests showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
And that's gonna be where we're gonna go. Hold it.
Oh, no, you didn't. I like that. That's my hard evidence. Hard like my stubble, which I keep perfectly at 1/4 of an inch long. Just so I can try and strike a match off it. Hasn't worked yet. I burned myself a lot. This scar, it's not from shaving. It's a burn mark. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Oh, this is where he patronizes him. Yes, Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. So, you're confident in your answer?
Yeah, yeah, it's the last statement of like, she wrote it before she died, and then we go, hold it, this thing says she died immediately.
Okay, so after securing the suspect, I found a memo, that's fine.
On it was the word man, that's true. The lab result shows it was victim's blood. There was blood found on their finger.
Before she
Before
died.
victim wrote the killer's name. This is when we go present, and we want the autopsy report. Objection!
There it is, the first objection of the scene.
Objection!
We're only an hour and a half in. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to. I love this because he's like, I've got the answer, but I'm just going to play with them. Like, Detective Gumshoe, could you just explain to me? Because I'm a bit of an idiot. Could you just explain to me, please?
Just so we're all on the same page here, I need you to just spell this out for me.
There's one thing that I would like to clarify for myself here,
Mhm.
and that is, you say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
And he's tapping the paper.
It's tapping the paper. That's what you're saying, right?
Tapping
So
the
you're
paper.
saying Mia Fey is accusing Maya Fey. That's what you're saying. Okay.
That's
Just
what
so
you're
okay.
saying.
Okay. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have?
Shakes his head.
You have it backwards, detective.
Objection!
Backwards.
Backward.
So you wrote the note. No, not that backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. That music. This is a report from your department, detective. Putting the blame on you. This is from you.
Your department.
This is your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object.
Slam!
She died immediately! But no butting your way out of this one, detective. I've got you on the ropes, and I'm gonna wag my finger in your face. Order! Order! The defense has a point. He's got a whole finger. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down, hence the term immediate. Oh,
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
when?
It's the day?
Yeah, was there the murder? I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal!
Oh,
I think it was the day after. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being...
little waggle
That's smart.
in his face. That autopsy report is outdated.
What? How can you have an outdated autopsy report?
Yeah, it's the autopsy. It's the autopsy.
And here we have evidence of them being corrupt bastards,
Yep,
yes.
yep.
This is Miles Edgeworth being like, he's already pieced together all the bits and just gone, well, that doesn't add up. Change this autopsy report and just put near instant.
Yeah.
Let's just wangle it a little bit.
The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
Man, if he could have been played by Alan Rickman,
I know, right?
he would have done a perfect job as an Edgeworth.
He would have been a great Edgeworth.
Just swooping around the court, pointing at shit, sticking it in Phoenix's face. You dumb bitch! I've got you again. You've fallen into my trap. 200 points to Slytherin. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth, and your sexy chin. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. An entire arm. Look at that smile.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. God, I want to death
Yeah.
Edgeworth. Well done making him detestable.
Something you want to say? You want to say something?
Yes? Is there something you'd like to say?
You're a sham, Edgeworth! You're a sham!
You just imagine in the middle of the court.
Just burst
He
out.
just goes, "You're a sham," and then he just calmly turns like, "Your Honor, I would like to sue for defamation."
I would like that stricken from the court. What are you going to say at this point?
Jesus, I mean, I feel like it's mean to push the blame on the detective, so I am gonna have a jab at
You're
Edgeworth.
going to jab Edgeworth.
I'm gonna jab at Edgeworth. This is gonna go so badly. But it's like, I'm not gonna call myself a sham, and it feels mean to call the detective a sham because he's a little dumb, but it's not a sham. He's trying his best.
Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? That's actually a fair point.
That's a fair point.
That's a fair point, actually. Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
That's a good point, though.
That's a good point. Why didn't you do a second one?
No matter, Your Honor. Look at his fucking face.
I know.
Look at his
So good, isn't it?
face. It's so good. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. Court accepts the evidence. That's how evidence is accepted.
Yeah.
So,
An updated autopsy report. Yikes.
we're back a step then.
Yeah.
We're on the back foot now.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call this next witness.
Ah, there you go, Blue.
Oh, fuck. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Can you stop referring to her as a girl, please? She has two on her. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Wow, that is a dig
That
and
is
a
a
half.
scathing, scathing assessment from Phoenix.
Your Honor, we could examine every square inch of this woman and find no ounce of innocence.
Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink.
Jiggle, jiggle. Look at the it's got a cringe stance.
It's cringe.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the audience.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is clearly cringe.
Not a vibe! The court requests that the witness put on a sports bar or something. You are distracting the entire courtroom. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Wanton winking?
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
You have red eyes. You should not be trusted.
Yeah.
The last thing that
warning
had
sign.
red eyes had to be shot. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom and several of the women.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room.
Hamdar!
Dog! I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the offices of Fay & Co. Law Offices. That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Briefly. Alright, this is it.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor.
I see, definitely cringe. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble this witness any... Wait a minute! Wait, Your Honor!
Hold up.
Yes, Mr. Wright, sorry, forgot you were here for a second there. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Don't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you are Ms. Maya Phaser understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Look at this finger tap.
I'm a fucking judge you myself. I don't need a gavel. I can judge you from over here. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I mean, yes, I'm doing it. Can we not speak ill of the dead?
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if nothing more than to piss off Edgeworth.
Yeah.
You're a sham, Edgeworth!
I can be petty.
If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
There she is. Target acquired. Cringe. Right, so this is where we've now got to start thinking outside the box. This is
Yeah.
the first proper testimony
Yeah.
because from what she said,
It does seem right.
that's what she saw. We have nothing to say. Well, we were there and we saw this. So
Yeah.
what evidence have we got?
So
What
my
can we
first one from this first line is to immediately be like it was 9 o'clock and well we have this clock here, but we haven't like I don't know because in the first one the clock like chimed out the time, but we don't know if this is like working or not.
You can read through.
Ah, oh no, that's AM.
Yeah, so that's in the
That
morning.
was in the morning. Clock makes us like tells the time. Probably should too. The clock isn't talking right now. I had to put the clock out and to put some papers inside. It's evidence. Imagination see tonight at 9. Okay, so they had planned to meet up at 9.
Well, yeah, that's why
Okay,
Maya arrived at around 9 o'clock. So the time matches up.
time matches up.
It was like 9 at night. So
Okay, so I can see the pieces coming together. Thanks, cool. So I can see the pieces coming together of that they had this phone call to meet up at 9, and the wiretap was in place, which was how she should because this has been sort of like this has been set up and she's in on it. So the wiretap, she heard this conversation and knew that at 9 o'clock she should look out the window to see the murder because they knew that Maya was going to be there at 9. The murder happened later. This doesn't have the time this time. That's I think it's the first one did.
I think it's because we've covered that. That's essentially what it's saying. Okay, well,
Okay.
if there's nothing that's standing out, then the alternative is
Two press.
so it's the things of what is the important bit.
Okay.
So
So yeah, so we can press her as to like what it was. I guess we could see like how did you know it was 9? I guess, but she probably
why did you do that?
she was told.
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know, had a feeling.
Ah, she's going to try the old woman's intuition.
I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question.
It's fair. Phoenix is on point as
Yeah.
well. Maybe we should press a little harder on this one. Do we feel like we're going to get anything out of it?
I don't know.
Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out of your window at that time of night.
Ugh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness.
Ferreting?
You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah. Stop him. Leave the big titty girl alone. That poor girl.
Oh, that
That
poor
poor girl.
girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you've been warned. Poor girl! What about poor me?
You looked out the window. What did you see next?
Woman with long hair being attacked.
Okay.
That makes
Can't
sense.
dispute that.
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Okay.
Well,
we're going to assume... Well, we know that that's not correct, but I've not got anything to sort of contradict that. If anything, I have got evidence that she was going to be there at 9 because of the phone call. Dodged to one side and ran away. So,
Press that.
so we have the floor plan. That's the broken light. I mean, unfortunately, that does kind of match up.
Press.
Try
You'll get more
pressing.
information from pressing. Sometimes they can amend the testimonies.
She dodged what? Sorry.
Sorry, my voice went a little... I started to sound a little bit like Edgeworth there. You've already read it, just click this.
Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony. Okay,
so
nothing.
Nothing new from that. So she caught up to her and hit her again. And I think that's the
That's
end,
it,
so...
yeah.
So, I guess we're going to press some other stuff then.
I guess we'll press this because we know it's not. We know it's not true.
How did you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right.
Let's question it.
Hold on a minute. This testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... What do you reckon? Well, what do you actually reckon? Is the question.
Well, I think she's lying.
There you go, and put it... Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
It sure is.
Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, my affair, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. She's dressed like a freak. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her, the freak. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me.
Matt's just on the other side of the room going, what the fuck?
Wow, being tried for murder and now the fashion police are here. However, this witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
Bogus.
Get bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I was fucking there.
Yeah, I was there.
saw her. Stick that in your beard and smoke it. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Ah! What are you trying to say, mean lawyer?
I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May. Ooh. The court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
Ah!
Right, so we now have amended testimony. Now what you gotta say?
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the attack and ran off to the right. And then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Now it's too accurate.
Yeah, it was shockingly accurate, actually. Very accurate. Too accurate, even. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning, and we could have ended this sooner. I could have gone to lunch. Please begin the cross-examination. You're not questioning us whether we want to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Blue's immediately going to be like, I know it.
I know it. Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
The weapon. That clock.
So this is where you're going to shove it in her face
Yep.
and beat her to death with it.
Objection!
Miss May. Time to be cocky again. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Naughty Lawyer?
The cringe on Blue's face when she has to say these things is like, You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. I fucked up. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. He was found guilty of murder. Just gonna slip that one
Just
in
gonna
there.
slide
that one in there.
that in there. Not,
Order.
not technically relevant, but I'm just gonna add that there.
Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. Defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew! That was close. If you stop me there, the trial will be over.
huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Yay! Yay! What was that? Yay! Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
Clocks aren't that loud. No?
No. No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because
She couldn't have heard it.
it couldn't have rung.
These are both the same answers.
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, it
Because the
could...
top one is it could have rung and she just couldn't hear it. Your Honor, members of the court, I would like to stick my dick on the desk now and show off the most crucial piece of evidence that nobody knew about but me, because I'm a genius!
Inconceivable!
It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang.
It's empty.
That clock, like the defendant, is empty! That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? I'm a magician, and I know these things. Just take a look, right now. Do as you're told. Oh my. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. A gaping hole in the statue, like a gaping hole in your testimony. He just throws papers across the across it and just keeps chucking.
What did you just
chucking
throw?
Your hair bubble. Just keep chucking shit at her.
You just genuinely threw something.
Keep piling the pressure. Just you're lying. Throw more stuff. Would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Look at that. It is as you can see.
It is what it is.
The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat!
Well, Miss May, you fat cow. Douchebag alert!
Look at this fucking screenshot of him just tutting at you.
Douchebag alert!
Huh?
Uh,
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. That bitch.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't break. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. He has a point. That is a possibility. I don't know why someone would do that, but it's a possibility. Clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? No?
Impossible, of course.
I have proof. From one stance to another.
What? What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much! The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is...
Right here.
You didn't submit it.
Clock isn't talking. There you go, evidence.
Wah.
Take that!
Throws the phone at him.
Yeet.
Just dashes across the room. Take a look at this! That's a very cute cell phone, Mr. Wright.
Judge! Oh, you have a girly phone! The fuck's a girly phone?
It's pink. It's covered in cooties. Pink phone, girl phone. And it's got a tassel. Boys don't use the tassel on it. They just stick it down in their infinite bloody pockets. Down with like phone, tablets and keys and a notebook. And a spare jacuzzi. Wait, this isn't my phone. I have a man's phone, a manly phone. It's a flip. It's an executive's phone.
Oh god, he's got a Sony Ericsson.
It's got a little slide-out antenna, so I can get an extra inch of signal. Listen. Shh.
Men insist that the extra inch is very important.
It is. When you're putting shelves up. This is the defendant's cell phone, or mobile, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! Ooh.
Ah! The defendant's cell phone! This wasn't brought to my attention.
I think he even looks worse on the DS versions because there's obviously less pixels,
less
so it's
pixels.
mainly just black around his eyes. It's not
Yeah.
even like dark grey. It's literally just like
yeah, it's
black.
higher contrast.
Yeah. So it's really like he is pissed. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
Gotta say, I don't feel bad for the big fella.
See, this is why I didn't want to call him out earlier. I was like, I feel bad for him. He's technically just doing his job.
Badly.
He's doing it badly, but he's not doing it out of spite, like some people.
Let's hear the conversation.
We've heard this before.
Yeah, we've heard this before. This was in the little cutscene
Yes.
just at the start of this one. Had to have the clockwork taken out. September 5th, 9:27
A.M.
Eep! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone around 12 hours before the time, by the time of this recording. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to elaborate? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense.
I mean, can I, like, do this now? No, I can't present
You can't
now.
present at the
Because
moment. We're
we
in
know-
dialogue.
We know it's a custom-made one, so that she couldn't have done. And you also know this.
Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes.
The witness claims she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before.
It's the clock. It's made by Larry.
Harry. Harry Butts.
Oh, Larry.
Damn it, Larry.
Take that!
Just throw the fucking clock at him as well. I'll throw the clock at
Wait,
everyone.
no, don't throw the clock.
Who wants some clock?
Don't throw the clock.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Where you should be!
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
I'm a high-maintenance girl.
Oh, God.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Clap back! Got clap backed. Oh, excuse is now on sale today. Oh, it's the second one! Get the camera! Get the camera, Mom!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Her eyes aren't red anymore. Oh,
What's it to you, porcupine head? Our stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die!
whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Calm your tits! They're bouncing all over the place. Stop!
Oh.
Oh.
Silly me. Did I, like, lose it?
She's gonna have a BF, a bitch fit!
I guess I did. Wink.
Scary. Do not put your dick in crazy. Miss May, let me ask, from a safe distance. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Hides under his desk. Ooh, look at the wrinkled nose.
Angry.
I'm a fucking kill you, she's thinking. She's got like a man face
I
on
did
there.
think that as well. I wasn't going to say it. I was like, she looks very masculine from that angle.
Yeah, she got a man face going on.
She's lost a lot of the smoothness, which I could think is part of the point.
Yeah. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behaviour? Okay, this is it. Time to throw her under the bus. It's the number 471 going to Sutton. Here we go. Get under the bus. Yes, Your Honour. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... which one do we think? Go through the timeline in your head. So how did we get to where we are now? So right from the very start of the episode.
I mean, I don't think she's held it because I don't think she was the one who actually did the murder. I just think that
Well, we know who did the murder because we saw the cutscene.
Yeah. So we assume that I believe that she's been told about it because of the person she's working with. But I don't have any evidence to that.
Do you not?
Oh no, we do.
The witness had never held the clock in her hand.
Yeah, she's never touched the clock.
However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honour. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof! Well, this is interesting. Edgeworth just sat over in the corner like, how did I lose control of this?
What's going on?
I had an airtight case.
What's going on?
Show the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Wiretap.
Here's this dodgy-ass wiretap that I took myself and have submitted to no
I know,
one.
it's like, this is so illegal.
Have a look at this.
What is that?
I found this in Miss May's room. It was tucked under some panties.
Stop talking about panties.
It's Japan. There's
No.
panties everywhere.
No.
Losing my voice.
Really?
Yeah. I like shouting.
It's fun. It's a very shouty game.
It's a very shouty.
It's a shouty game. You naturally want to shout.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. It's an MP3 player. No? What the fuck was that noise? No? Miss April May.
I was taking a drink of water. It was just the way they said, "Can you explain what this is?" And he goes, "Miss April May," like he's saying, "Oh, you want me to explain what she is?"
Right.
She's a mess.
But this is a bitch. This is a number 10 on the look scale, and it's a number fucking 0 on the mental stability. You do not go near this thing. You should have a fucking warning label on you. You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous.
You can't turn down my objections. This is my courtroom. How dare you? Just tips the table over, just flips it.
Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple.
What? Shouting at one another.
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is
Right here.
on the phone.
On the phone that we just
We just
literally
listened to.
just did. Take that!
Dash the phone again.
Start the phone again.
Yes, we have seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
You can skip this. It's a
It's
clock. Statue made to look like the thinker.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I...
Bang.
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Lahi. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's not fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That's it. Crocodile tears time. That did it. The court's seeing the real Miss April May now. You've revealed yourself, and in the best way possible. Put your shirt back on, woman. She's crying, not screeching like a pterodactyl. Is that how you'd cry in court?
It's just funny.
Just lean your head all the way back. Right, so what are we doing? Now to deal the final blow.
Why did you tap her phone?
Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant?
Gah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Ah, yes, all the heads need to be replaced with the heart attack heads.
Hey!
While this court does not condone the defence's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Yeah, She's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way. In a courtroom?
Way, I say! Way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, like normal coffee, but cold.
That's my favourite thing about taking something that's already been pre-made and then just making it cold. And
If you don't drink it quick, then the ice melts, and then you just have regular cold coffee.
Ice coffee.
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. Importantly, we didn't accuse her of that.
The judge. So, where does this leave us?
You're the judge! It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the witness's telephone.
The victim's cell phone.
The victim's cell phone. Look at the finger tap. He's so annoyed.
This should have been a one and done case.
He's so angry.
I'm up against a fucking amateur who's been in one trial.
However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
Oh, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something.
Call another witness? I feel like we're not getting anything else out of here.
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? Because you've not spoken to him in advance? You're a sham, Edgeworth! What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer and that she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
Because in this court, apparently, conditions can be set by either side.
What? Yeah, why? What?
What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony.
It's bullshit, yeah, exactly, Growlithe.
Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do?
It'll give up, yeah. Accept the condition, I guess.
All right, I've got nothing to lose except for everything. I've got everything to lose and nothing to gain.
Yeah. Just because April didn't do it doesn't mean Maya didn't. Yeah, we know that, but we talked about this when we played last week. It's like we here, we're very much of the, you're innocent until proven guilty, but in Japan it is the other way around. You're guilty until proven innocent. So that is literally, that stands up for a Japanese game of like, if you can't prove that it wasn't her, then F.
F. Understood. I accept your condition.
Yeah, it is horrifying. Fool. You fell right into my trap.
I knew it! He's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I call it! Put that black hole away! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can't.
And the judge is just like, yeah, I'll allow it.
Wait, did he just play Pot of Greed? That's a banned card. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
What? I believe we're readying for the witness to testify.
Testify?
He certainly does look like a bellboy.
That's profiling. I mean, his hair says otherwise.
Did he have to bring the tray with him?
Yeah, because they couldn't be asked to redraw the sprite. That's why.
Yeah.
Come on, Blue, you're an artist. Get it together.
It was their first game.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
you're the bellboy.
That's just another posh voice. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I am happy to be your service. That tea set looks rather heavy. So, without further ado, I won't ask you to put it down or
They're going to
anything.
tell you to put it down. That would mean the artist has to draw more stuff.
Cause got it. It wasn't Maya, it was May. Hey!
Ah!
Oh! Ah! He's called it. Cause should be Detective Gumshoe. The witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Pours him out a cup of tea. Are those fig rolls or jam tarts you have there? I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir.
Well, he looks different in that picture, doesn't he?
He definitely does, and he's also looking very different as well.
Her eyes are up there, sir. Jesus Christ.
Clearly she wears that for people to look elsewhere, though.
Yeah. Don't look at my face.
Look at my personalities. I've had this shirt cut specially for it. It's very rare that you manage to get sort of under boob and side boob from the inside of a shirt.
Yeah.
That's an achievement.
No, that is legitimately the case of like, right, I've put this shirt on and now I've got to tuck it all around so that I get all the full coverage. Like a shirt doesn't naturally fall that way.
I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course.
Very specific time, what a convenient alibi. Exactly, it's all pre-planned.
Then Lizzie, cue the music. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, May will be finished. Dun 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 dun. Okay.
Okay, well it seemed very tight, didn't
So
it?
we have to remember that if what he says is true, then Mayer would have to be guilty. So he has to be lying.
He has to be lying.
So he has to be lying. So we need to look for where the lie is.
Okay, first statement doesn't...
Who cares? I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May.
Let's press.
Hold it. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in person. I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her sultry voice. And then and then I saw them, and I. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, what then? I goggled. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot.
Okay.
I brought it to her at precisely the requested time.
Okay, well let's press.
Precisely 9 then? Precisely. Exactly and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy. I've got to do your voice through his voice. Oh, bellboy, tee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Tee. Something like that. Something. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time?
So that she would have an alibi.
I feel like the easy question would have been why she was tapping. We did ask that, but she wouldn't answer it, and they'd said that it wasn't specifically relevant to the murder.
As I guess as part of the game, and making it a challenge for you, Edgeworth has convinced them that yes, even if she was wiretapping, that's not relevant to what we're discussing at the moment. Obviously, we know it is.
Yeah, it's a separate crime.
But we can't prove it. And it's like, yeah, you were wiretapping, but that doesn't have anything to do with the murder. So, shit.
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. In that press more pressing.
Okay.
You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favoured me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? Oh my god, he's French. He's the ultimate cringe. It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Is it? Okay.
Why would she have done that?
to glue it in his memory so he wouldn't forget.
'Cause she's a slut!
Slut!
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never... Hold it!
That's why.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her.
Yep. Hmm.
It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Oh, the music. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. I want to go to Subway. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I?
Protest!
Wait! Please, wait! Please, I'm literally begging you. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about?
Check-in the room service or the bed making.
Let's eliminate one of them,
Okay.
which is not going to be it.
I feel like it's not gonna be the check-in. I think it's the room service, because when we went into her room and we looked around, we noted that there were 2 glasses on the table.
That's true.
And we were like,
That's true.
and so we thought like, oh, there was someone else here.
That's true.
It's like, but because you can invite guests into your room when you're at a hotel, so she could have checked in on her own. She doesn't have to. She might not have checked in with someone. But when he bought the room service, there might have been someone else there.
Okay. It's pretty sound
And
logic.
he does the room service, so it seems like the logical thing to ask him about.
He did say that he did also do checking.
Does also
The only
do
thing he's
check-
not said that he does is bed making, specifically. He said he's the bellboy, so I don't know if that would be a head waiter, head maid's job.
Yeah,
Probably be the head
one of
maid.
the maids.
So, so what are we thinking? What does chat think? Oh my God, it's Denise.
Hello. Check-in or room service?
He just told us about room service.
He
hasn't
did just tell us about that, so there is that. I mean, he did. He said that he checked her in and didn't comment that there was anyone else.
You're dumb.
You did it as well.
I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to shout. What are you going for? What are you going for? You gotta pick. You gotta make a choice. What is going to give us an answer here?
The room service, I feel.
Confused Neighbours Incorporated. The fuck just...
Why are they screaming? I don't think there's anything here that's going to help us. No, there's nothing here that helps us.
What do we think, chat?
I'm not sure. It's very tense. The implication is that I can't fuck up.
Any clues from chat? What does chat think?
Who was paying attention?
Room service? I'll Google it, hang on.
Growler thinks room service. Yeah, see, my first, yeah.
Because it looked like they were in the hall, not the room.
That's true. In that little flashback, I said when we went in her room, we noted like it was a thing that we could examine to be like, oh, there's 2 glasses on the table, even though there's only one person staying here.
Well, Growlithe agrees with you, so
Okay.
go for it.
Someone could have been in there. That's what I think.
Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall.
$18 fucking hell.
I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive?
Yeah,
Yes, well, iced coffee for 2,
There you
know.
go.
And we don't skimp on the ice, sir.
What did you just say?
What did you say? What did you just say? Rather, quite. Bellboy. We didn't ask your name. We don't give a shit what your name is. Your name is Bellboy.
His name's Bellboy. He doesn't get a name.
Tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh! Oh, he's been shot. Bang, bang.
Way to throw him under the bus.
Get bust.
You fool. Shady git.
Smack on
Nice.
the bum. I've done it. I've won. No, you haven't.
No, you haven't.
Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, and they did the bump ugly.
Shh.
Actually, they didn't if it was a twin room. She checked into a twin room with a simp, and they didn't bump uglies. Correct. Nani? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's correct, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Smarm back at you.
And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person?
Simple. It was
The man with Miss May.
the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder, so it could have been him that was doing the murder at the time that she was with the bellboy.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
It's no use. Too late. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you, little bitch boy? You're a sham, Edgeworth! After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from this court. You sham!
Shade! Ugh. Upstart! Amateur! These accusations are ludicrous.
But not baseless! Enough! The court acknowledges the defence's arguments. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honour.
That is all for today, for the trial of Mayor Fay. I'm going to Subway. Court is adjourned.
He really likes Subway.
He could have been in the loo.
He really likes Subway.
He could have been in Miss April May.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really? Because I've pooed my pants.
Twice. I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just thinking you resemble Karina. I was just doing my job, you know.
Spook, no! You broke my face tracking. That's how much you made me cringe.
You've been doing a cringe voice all night. I'm allowed some cringe.
Oh boy.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh? What?
That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it.
He's the key master.
What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. She'll be becoming a prison bitch. She looks the type. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man if it's the last thing I do.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
Not a calculator. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating on the streets.
Because that's what lawyers do.
Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free.
To be continued.
And that's where we're gonna go have dinner.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's a good time to pause.
That's fair.
Perfect pause. Look at that. Save your progress. How much more perfect could it be? Ding dong.
I was going to say, do you not want me to just like throw it in and cook and we keep going for another 20 minutes while it cooks, or do you want to just stop and leave it for a bit?
We'll take a break because we can continue on for tonight.
Okay.
We can do a bit long because I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah, he's off tomorrow, so we can go later. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Shall I put the stream on a break screen and put a game on for you guys, or shall I just end the stream? Do you think?
Let's take a game on for him. Denise just got it. And after the break, we're going to start our second game of the night. Now, the question is, do you want to do that one, or do you want to do the OG PlayStation one?
Let's do the remaster because it's a bit more convenient, basically.
Convenient.
It's a bit more convenient
I
to run.
genuinely thought that said Lahi.
Wait, what?
Because there's an L and an A and an E, so I just saw like Lahi.
Do you know?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Yeah, of course, like, yay. Final Fantasy 4. I just clicked.
Okay. We'll see you probably in like an hour or so. Hopefully this working. Do I need to update it because it's a new game? I think. It's not registering it.
I literally just joined the stream. Fuck you, Craig.
That's why we're not stopping. We're just playing a video game.
we go.
No, because I won't. Yeah, you won't think. This is what I was talking about. Like, I want to maybe make a separate break screen that actually is made for this, but that's a job that we're going to do in a minute. Anyway, we're going to be back. We might be playing Final Fantasy when we come back. So, yay. So, have fun playing Words on stream, and we'll see you in like an hour because we're going to go cook dinner. Okay, bye!